are the three couples therapists. We're excited to be here. I'm Anna Kisting, the owner of Cozy Chair Counseling, and I'm here with my fabulous friends and partners in crime, Catherine and Andrew.
I'm Catherine Barton with Uplift and Connect Counseling.
And I'm Andrew Frager with St. Louis Family Counseling and Blue House Therapy.
Hey.
And we would love to use some time today to talk about something that we love, 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 and we do all sorts of work around, and that is our Hold Me Tight workshops. So these are couples workshops. They're life-changing experiences. So we want to talk a little bit more about what exactly these are. So I know that we've each had lots of different experiences with these different types of workshops, participating and learning and hosting and things. I wonder, could you share a little bit about what your experience with them has been? What would someone expect to see if they were to attend one of these workshops? What would that look like as a couple who wants to attend?
Yeah, it might feel a little intimidating at first, but it's 2 days that's really focused on your relationship. You're in a group with other people, but you're not being vulnerable with other people, but you are sharing with your partner. But this is a time for you and your relationship to really get the attention that maybe it's been not getting for a little bit.
Yeah. I think what stands out for me that feels really important is kind of the individual, like within a workshop, this also has that individual support, right? Like there's a little bit of teaching, a little bit of learning. We're all sitting down in a group, but there's also that camaraderie of the group because we should have a lot of shared experiences. We're all struggling in our relationship, right? But then for me, it's the breakout sessions where it's just me and my partner going to a private space to talk through that segment, right? That focused conversation with for what it is for us, the expert guided counselors coming around and giving you that individual support and guidance. That's what feels so special for me and what I think really moves the needle to that more positive side.
It's a great way to get like an initial boost to your, to think like to kind of maybe it's feeling like you're kind of stuck in a rut and things are feeling a little stuck in your relationship. And this is like a great way to like, just shoot out of that rut for a little bit. Like it's the energy you need to get out of it, where you can say, oh, we're not always in this rut. There's other possibilities here.
Yeah.
It's this beautiful. Yeah, go ahead, Catherine. I'm sorry.
There's another way to do it, right? We were stuck in this rut, but we don't have to be. Go ahead, Anne.
I think it's just a beautiful blend of learning a little bit about the science of attachment. And this is not like hours of droning on lecture, PowerPoint slides. That's not what this is. It's just learning just enough so you have a really good sense for, okay, so this is what's happening. Oh, I get it. This is what a negative cycle looks like. Oh, so you're getting kind of empowered, understanding more about what relationships look like. And then after you learn a little bit, then you get to actually have real lived, like experiential times with your partner where you get to talk through some of this stuff. And it's all so individualized. So you're speaking one-on-one with your partner in a nice little space off to yourselves, so it's not in front of everybody else. But you get to have a little bit of time just to talk a little bit more about what you learned and how that applies directly to your relationship. So it's not just lecture. This is not a psych 101 class or anything like that, but it is really experiential. And that's a really beautiful combination. So it's empowering because you're understanding more about how does my relationship work? What are some things I need to be looking out for? How can I communicate? What are some of the other things? I know we all kind of know this stuff, but what are some of the other things that people can expect when they go to Hold Me Tight that we'll talk about? Like I know, for example, we'll have multiple different types of conversations. There are 7. Sue Johnson writes about 7 different conversations that are important to have in this experience. And in general, they tend to focus a lot on the cycle, right? Like understanding your cycle, getting a sense for your protections. What are some of the other things that are important for people to learn about?
And just as an aside, like if you don't know exactly what we're talking about when we're talking about cycle, go watch one of our videos that's dedicated to the cycle. So that, but yeah, so what else is, I think that, what was your question? What is our experience? Like what?
Yeah, so what are some of the other conversations about? So they're going to learn about their cycle, which is basically how your stuff affects your partner and how their stuff affects you and how it all spirals and gets really big and
And that's
hard.
usually what feels stuck. I mean, I imagine that
Yeah.
a lot of us have this experience of where it feels like our arguments that we're arguing about are the same argument that we're having. And maybe the content is different, but they feel the same. And that's what we mean when we're talking about the cycle. That's what's driving the discord. And so really getting clear about that, and then both being able to not only recognize the cycle that the both of you create, but then recognizing that there's really good reasons why the cycle is there and what your good reasons are, and having your partner acknowledge that, and you acknowledging for your partner why it's there and what it is about their cycle. And then as we're able to like recognize that, we're like, oh, this is really important to my spouse or to my partner. And this is what's coming up for them. I don't want them to feel hurt. I don't want them to feel this pain. You know, I want to be there with them as they walk through this. And I want them to be there with me as I walk through this. And we just give people opportunity after opportunity to do that in that weekend.
Yeah,
Exactly. Well said.
Yeah, I think that's a big important part, and that's kind of the starting point. And then, you know, in the beginning is figuring out the cycle, understanding it, and then also the last parts of the conversation, or the last few conversations, I guess, are the kind of like the practice and rebonding, right? And reconnecting that bond and making it stronger, getting that understanding by understanding the cycle, and then figuring out how to do it differently, and then having practice in that retreat to do it differently, right?
Yeah, the practice is so huge, right? And it's individualized too. So like when we do our Hold Me Tights, like we're walking around, connecting with every couple, supporting every couple, helping it feel really nice and safe and open. Because sometimes we do talk about some hard things, right? Because this has been stuff that's been building up. But it's this really great experiential, like in that moment, you're feeling things change with your partner during that experience. It is a magical experience. So I think we've covered a lot of pieces. I know we want to wrap up pretty soon, but I'm curious if there's anything else that we're missing we didn't talk about. I was planning on giving everybody our website name that they can go to if they want to learn more about when to attend or how to attend a Hold Me Tight workshop, where they can go to find a whole list of opportunities for them. Andrew, do you mind sharing our website?
Well, our current website is stlouisfamilycounseling.com/HMT for Hold Me Tight. There is a new website that's coming soon, but it may or may not be up when you're watching this video, which is Hold Me Tight -couplesworkshop.com.
Yes.
So that'll also be there at some point.
Yes, we promise.
Well, yeah.
Anything else?
I would say stay tuned for more information, because there's so much more for us to share about Hold Me Tights. This is obviously just a basic overview. So
And I guess what you can expect from a Hold Me Tight, when you put yourself in there, you show up, you're saying, you're giving your relationship the attention it needs, the love it needs, the encouragement that it needs. You walk away feeling that renewed sense of closeness with your partner, a new sense of purpose for your relationship, and this energy to do it together. That you're both standing on the same side of the problem, working, hey, this is important to both of us. Let's do it together. Let's figure it out. There's still going to be stuff that comes up, but you now have an outline of what to do and how to go about it. It's a great kickstart to the next chapter in your love life.
Heck yes. Beautiful. All right. Thank you both. Well, we're
All right.
couples therapists. We look forward to getting to see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.